Hello everyone, good morning and welcome to Oracle Apex training session by Geeks. So today we will be covering how we can set up an Oracle Apex workspace in Oracle Cloud account. Yeah, anybody already created a cloud account? Okay. Uh, from here we can create the cloud account. So as I explained in the yesterday, so once we log in to access the cloud workspace, cloud URL, so there will be two buttons here, start for free and sign into Oracle Cloud account. So this one we can use once the account is created. Then from here we can able to create the new account. So here we need to select our account information. So our country and first name, last name, email, then and verification email will send to the account. So as I already have an account, so it will not allow to create another account with the same email. So for that purpose, so what I will do, I will just go through this screen. So you can go through this screen, and if you have any difficulty, you can let me know so that I will help you to create for your account. So today here I will directly, as I already have an account, so I will log into that account and I will show how we can create the new database and how we can set up Oracle Apex in that database in the cloud environment. So once I click on that sign into cloud, so here we need to provide the cloud account name. So from where we will get this cloud account name. So while registering for cloud account, so it will ask for the cloud account name. So that will be our choice. So this is my cloud account name. Click on next. Then here just accept the identity domain as default one. So here it will again show the our cloud account name and tenancy. Then here we need to put our username and password. Then click on the sign in button. Yeah. So here for this cloud account, MAPay is activated. So here we have a mobile application called Oracle Authenticator, just like Google or Microsoft Authenticator. So here it sent a notification to my mobile. So from that mobile, I need to allow the login permission. Then only here I can able to log in. Yeah. So this is my cloud account. So here we can able to see the region or region which we have selected at the time of registration. So it is better always we need to select the region near to our location so that data access and everything it will be faster. Then once we access this cloud account, So below we can see always free eligible services. Then first thing we need to have an database here. Then from that database we need to set up Oracle Apex. So for that purpose, just click on create an ATP database. Then it will provide the it will ask for some basic information about the compartment and database display name, database actual name, and a few details about the database. So here I will provide the database. This one compartment is already there in my cloud account, so I will just go with the actual one, the default one. Then this is the database name. So here it will not allow the special characters. So workload type, just accept the default one, transaction processing. Then here the deployment type. So as we are requesting for an free ATP, so it will be by default selected, and other deployment type. So we are not able to select that. So once we have upgraded to paid version, we are able to select that one. And here this is always free. After that, so we have an option to select the database version. So here by default it will be the latest version of the database. Then here we need to set admin username and password for the database. It is like DBA, username and password for the database. Then here network access. So just accept the defaultly selected one. Don't need to change anything there. So here we can provide the email address, so that if there is any notifications or announcement, so they will send to this email. So that is optional. We can skip that thing. Then we can click on the create autonomous database button. Yeah. So after that, it will take some time to provision the database. Here we can see the status of the database creation. Then from here we can able to see it is providing some hint about the buttons and everything. So from here we can able to perform more tasks about the database administration task, like restarting the DB, or shutdowning the DB, or renaming database, or password reset. Those kind of things we can able to perform from this screen. It will take some some time to set up the database. Just to refresh again. Then here we have some tool configurations. So with this free database, there is some free tools also. From this tab, we can able to configure those tools. Yeah. So these are the tools automatically they are enabled. So when we create the database from the cloud account. So for example, Oracle Apex. So this is also enabled and which is free. So we can able to access that thing. And database actions, Graph Studio, machine learning, user interface, and data transforms, and web access to ORDS, MongoDB APIs. So those are the things and tools. They are automatically enabled when we request for an ATP database. This one is taking more than usual time. So we will wait a couple of minutes to finish that one. Yes, can you hear me? There is one message from Mubin, so she is not able to hear me.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, okay. Mubin, are you still able to still have issue?
No, no, Vijay. I'm able to hear you.
Okay. And also there is an restriction, so we can request only two database from the free cloud account. So until this one is finished, so I already have another cloud database. So that is already available. I have created it previously. So we will wait this one to finish, but I will show you how we can access the database from the other available database, Oracle Apex tools. Yeah, so this one is also available. So we will navigate to that thing. Again, suppose how we can access this one. Once we log into the cloud account, navigate to the ATP. So this will be available under Autonomous Database tab. So just click on that newly created database. Yeah, from this one, we can able to access the REST APIs and database users. We can able to see and create the database users. Then from here, we can able to get the database connectivity credentials. So for example, assume that we want to connect this database using SQL Plus or SQL developer tool or Toad or PLSQL developer. So from here, we can able to download the credentials. Then from here, we can able to see the performance hub. So suppose if any queries is run on that database, so we are able to monitor those queries from this screen. So this is more about a DBA or the admin who is handling the cloud account, right? So they will take care of this thing. Yeah. So this is from here, we can stop the database, we can restart the database or create actual clone of the current database. We can perform from here. Then coming to Oracle Apex. So here you can see here it is already created an Oracle Apex tool. So this is the access URL for that. Just copy that URL and paste it into new tab. Yeah, it is still under progress. You will wait a couple of minutes. So I will just reset the admin password for this database. Yeah. So see, in previously from using this apex.oracle.com, so we have requested an workspace directly, but here once we set up the ATP database and access the Oracle Apex tool from that, so it is navigating to administrative services. So this is the actual thing. So whenever we install Oracle Apex on premises or cloud database, so this is the main thing. Like here, so first we need to log into the admin workspace. So there is an workspace. When we install the Oracle Apex, there will be automatically one workspace called, so internal workspace will be created. So from that internal workspace, we need to create our required workspaces for development purpose. So first we need to access for administrative services. Then here the same password what we have set here for admin, right? So just now I have set, and also while creating whatever password we have set, so that we need to use for logging to this administration services. Then from this screen also we can able to log into the individual workspace. So let me run that in another tab. Yes. So as this is the fresh Apex instance, so we not yet created any workspaces under this database. So first thing, admin need to create an workspace. For that purpose, we need to log into this screen. Yeah. So now we are into the admin screen of the Oracle Apex instance. So from here we can able to see the user profile of the logged in user. As I told, so workspace name by default it will be internal workspace, and role it will be admin. Then from here we have different options for selecting the dark theme, normal theme, that thing. Then from here, there is a couple of, we can able to create the workspace, and we can change some workspace request details. And from here, so we can able to configure the features for this instance, and we can able to do some setting, security setting, and those kind of messages. So first thing, we need to have an workspace. So we can directly create the workspace from here, or we can under manage workspaces, we can create, or we can remove if there is a workspace already existed, and if we want to remove that, we can remove that. And if we want to make a lock for the temporary purpose for particular workspace, we can able to perform that also. And we can manage the schema assignments for the workspace, and we can add developers to workspace, or we can revoke the permission for the developers from the workspace, that thing. Then from here, we can able to see the component availability. Suppose if any services is down, we can track that from here. Then from here, we can able to assume that we have an workspace already exist in another database. So we can export from that database, and we can directly import into this workspace, so that manual creation will be removed. Then this one export, suppose assume that we have an workspace, we have a workspace and developers under that workspace and workspace settings, everything it will be exported in .sql format. So that thing we can import into any production or staging databases. Then from here, we can able to find the workspaces. So let me create an workspace. So the process or steps will be same in on-premises also. Then here also it will be same. It is asking for whether workspace need to be created for new schema or existing schema. So before that, I will also show the connectivity for the database from external tools. I will download the wallet. Just click on instance wallet and click on download wallet button, so that it will download the wallet. So here we need to confirm the admin passwords. Yeah, wallet is downloaded. So this is the tool Oracle. I think everyone know about this tool, Oracle SQL Developer. So from this tool, we can able to connect to the database, and we can perform database actions from this tool. We can easily download it from the browser. Suppose anybody want to download, then you can navigate to this URL line, you can download, and the installation process, it will be simple. Just go on clicking next button, so that it will install automatically. Yeah. So from here, we need to make a database connection. For that, just click on plus by icon. Once I clicked on the plus icon, so it is asking for some name. So this name is like our choice. We can give any name.
So are you sharing screen for SQL developer? Because we can't see that.
Okay. Now it's visible.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
I can see.
Yeah. So this is the SQL developer tool. So from here we can able to make the new database connection. So here we can able to see the existing database connections. And again, this is optional. So we can able to perform each and every activity from the browser only. So this is just an extra details. So we can able to connect database through the external softwares also. So username, this will be our DB name. So first we need, as this is the new database, so we need to log in as a DBA. So username for that is admin. Then password will be the password what we have set earlier. Then accept the role as default. Then connection type, we need to select cloud wallet here because we don't have the host name or something, right? So host name port we don't have. We have a cloud wallet, so we can use the cloud wallet. But in on-premises or any other type of things, if we have IP address or host name, so we can able to select the basic connection and we can directly connect to the database.
What exactly cloud wallet is? Actually, we don't know. We generally connect with SQL developer or SQL
Yes.
developer.
Cloud wallet, it is like it will be it is in encrypted format of zip file about the database. So it contains basically same things like host name, port, SID, service name, but it is in encrypted format.
Okay, and so where we will have to store that? Actually, is it directly we can take from the folder or is it a particular
No,
folder?
suppose assume that we are working on we need to access the database from our laptop, okay, our laptop or
Okay.
system. So
Yeah.
in that case, so you will be downloaded the wallet. So in any folder we can save that in the
Okay.
computer. Then from that folder, so we need to select the path of the stored.
Okay.
Then here I will click on browse. Then my wallet is stored in downloaded folders. Yeah, this is the wallet for that. Just select the correct wallet. Then service, automatically there will be different services. Again here optional, we can select anything. Then just test the connection. Yeah, so test is success. We can able to suppose here if we didn't click the save password, so it will prompt for password every time whenever we want to connect for the database. So I will click on save password. So next time it will not ask for the password. Then click on save so that this connection will be created under already available connections. Yeah. So here the newly added connections is available. Just right click and connect to the database. Yeah, it is connected to the database as an admin. So from here we can able to see available tables. There is no tables available because we have not yet created any schemas or tables. So here, if you go to other users, so here we have some kind of users or schemas already available. Those are the default schemas created by Oracle. And also in my previous sessions, as I already explained, so here you can notice our Apex workspace, it is 23.2 version. The latest version is there, right? So as soon as any Apex is installed in the database, so it will create an schema with the name like this. Suppose assume that our workspace Apex version is 19 version. So it will create Apex underscore 19.00.00 in that format. So here it is 23.2, that is the latest version. So this is the schema name. So suppose if you want to know what are there in that schema, so you can just expand that. Then here, and also previously I have told that, so Apex, it is totally whatever pages or whatever applications we have created in Apex. So it will be stored as a data in the database, right? So you can see here each and everything for that framework, it will be stored in a database tables. So these are the tables related to that framework. Yeah. So who have written these codes? The Oracle Apex product development team. They have access for writing these things. So we have only read access for these tables. So we don't have any write access. We can able to write the things for here, but only through the Oracle Apex platform. Yeah. So here I will navigate again to the other screen. Now click on create workspace. So here we have two options, new schema or existing schema. So we are able to create the schema from here also directly, or we can able to create schema from here also. So suppose we already have, in that case, we need to select an existing schema. So I will go with here, new schema. Then just provide the workspace name, workspace username and password. Then here we have some advanced information. So by default, if you don't provide any advanced password for database, so it will accept the same password, whatever we have given for the workspace password. And also there is an option, we can set the workspace ID optional. Like if we don't provide anything, it will automatically generate an system generated ID for that. So here, no need to change these things. So it is based on the requirement. If we want to change, we can change. Otherwise, we can accept the default thing. Then click on create workspace. Yeah, the workspace is created successfully. Now, if you navigate to the SQL developer again, Just refresh the other users. You can see here the schema, it is created with the name like this. So whatever workspace name we will provide, so it will add wksp underscore the workspace name. So this is the schema. So whatever activity we do there in that schema from that Oracle Apex screen, so it will appear here. So this is the schema. So currently there is no tables or there is no any objects in that. Yes. So now we can able to access the workspace and we can able to develop the applications for that workspace. Just click on that workspace name. Then now I am able to log into the workspace. So this screen, now you can see this screen is similar to the screen what we are accessing from the this free apex.oracle.com. Yeah, this and this, it is both same. So again, I will log into the admin services. So here, once we log into the admin workspace, so it from manage workspaces, we are able to see the available workspaces and how many users for the workspaces and how many schemas and how many applications we can able to see from here. So directly click here so that we can able to add new users to the workspace. So as you can see here, uh, if we click on manage developers and workspaces, so it will navigate to the that screen. So from here, we can create the new users or new developer for the workspace. So this is also same. We already seen this in previous classes. So this is about creating a workspace and adding users to that workspace. And there is already a few things for this admin tasks. Here you can see manage instances. So from here we can perform couple of activities like security setting, instance setting, or mail setting. So those are the kinds. So I will be covering that also. So for example, feature configuration. So under feature configurations, we have each and everything in control. Suppose assume that you have an workspace and you don't want a developer to change any PLSQL program like database objects like procedure, package, or functions from the Apex screen or from SQL workshop from SQL commands. So here, if we have disabled that thing, so it will not allow to perform any changes in that. So those things, it will be read only purpose. But from tools like SQL Developer or Toad, so we can able to make the modifications for the database objects. Then here it will, if it is enabled, so it will show the activity of that gallery installation. So already pre-built applications from Oracle Apex, so that things it will allow. Then after that, here we have, as this is the cloud instance, right? So backup and everything, it will be automatically managed. So here we have an option for backup per applications. So here we can able to set the backup for the applications. For example, assume that we have an applications already created, and if there is any change is done by the developer, so system will automatically create an backup of the previous version. So like that, the maximum backups, it will be depend on the feature configuration by the admin. So here currently by default it will be 25. Suppose I want to store only 5 backups per applications. So as per the latest change, in that case, it will keep the 5 backups of the latest version. And again, the backup, it will be automated. So whenever any changes happened in the application, so it will be backed up automatically. Yeah. So here,
Yeah. Vijay, there's a question like,
yeah.
based on the last 5 changes I have done in the application, is it like that?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Then here we have a maximum activity in minutes for the SQL workshop. So assume that from SQL workshop and using SQL commands web view. So assume that we are running when query or something. So suppose if it is taking a longer time, so the maximum time, sorry, this is for like inactivities, the session timeout. So suppose you have opened SQL commands and there is no activity for 15 minutes, so it will automatically expire the session. So that those kind of things. Then here SQL scripts, maximum scripts output size in bytes. So we have seen that like generation of SQL scripts, the manual upload and manual creation of scripts from the Apex screen, right? So there, this is the file size, the maximum size of that generated file. So from here we can control that. Then for uploading the SQL scripts, this is the maximum size. So we can able to control this. If there is any restriction, then admin can control these settings here based on the requirement about the company. So like this, we have a couple of settings here. Yeah, and also here REST services. Suppose from Oracle Apex, if we want to enable the REST services like ORDS, yesterday we have seen, right? So that API creation part. So again, it is under the control of the admin. So they can able to activate it or deactivate. So from here, so if they have enabled, then only the developers can create the request for ORDS and they can able to create the API. Yeah, this is about the feature configuration about the instance. Then we have security configuration for the workspace also. So here for security, so we can able to set workspace cookie. So that also under admin control, and the persistent auth. This is like what is persistent auth. So assume that we have created an application, and we have enabled it for progressive web application, and assume that it is installed in the mobile. So persistent auth means, so first time user will be logging to the application, then next time onwards, so it will not ask for any username or password. For example, Facebook application in the mobile. So one time we log in, so next time whenever we access the applications, it will not ask for username or password. So for that purpose, if it is enabled from here, so developer can able to enable that functionality for the application. Then from here, if it is disabled from here, so from the web view, so we are not able to log into the admin workspace. Then from here also, so it is if it is disabled, so no one or any developer can not able to log into the workspaces. But end user applications, they are accessible. This is only for the development area. And this is for if it is disabled from here, it will disable the login for the end user applications also. So assume that there is some maintenance activity is going on, and you want to disable end user login for the all applications which are present in this Apex instance. In that case, so directly from here, we can able to disable the login. And also inside the applications, we still have that functionality. Assume that we have 100 applications in the workspace. We want to disable, we are going to maintain one application. In that case, from the application side also, we have the options to disable login for the particular applications. But from here, so it will disable all applications login functionality. Then here, suppose file upload. Assume that we have an applications, so that is public applications. So anyone can log into that application. So in that case, so here if it is enabled, then only they can able to upload blob content like PDF, image, or any Word file. So blob content they are able to upload when it is enabled from here. Then suppose if we want to restrict any IP addresses, so we are able to restrict IP address from this screen. Then here the checksum are hash functions. So it should be here we have different options. So here there is different options are there. We are able to set based on the requirement. Yeah. So this rejoin sessions. So this is if it is enabled. So assume that this is useful when there is we are trying to access the Apex application from email notifications. For example, assume that we have an applications. So for example, leave management applications. Employee will apply the leave, and an approval request will go to the employee manager. So in that email notifications, there will be a link. Assume that we have a link. So to approve this leave request, log into our leave management system, then there will be link, right? So the manager will click on the link. Then in that case, assume that he already log into the application from the browser. Then he access the Outlook or something email. Then he will click the link. So as he is already opened the application, So there is a session is already there. Then if we click the email notification link also, so the previous session, it will not log out. So it will automatically merge with the existing session, and it will allow to approve the leave applications. If this is disabled, then even though he is login already, so it will expire the previous session and it will ask for the login again. So he need to log in again. So this is about the rejoin sessions. So here it should be, basically it should be enabled. Otherwise, it will just user need to log in again if he is already logged in. Then here some HTTP protocol thing. Yeah, suppose if it is enabled here, so it is for a security purpose. If there is any, suppose assume that you are making a API call to HTTP, so it will not allow, because here, so the from the cloud we are able to make calls to the only the secured APIs, HTTPS APIs. Then here we have session timeout. For example, maximum session. Suppose this is the default session timeout. So we are able to set maximum 10 hours. We are able to set for the workspace session. Then it is about idle time for the session. If there is no activity for this time, so it will automatically log out from the workspace. So again here maximum we can set 10 hours of idle time. Then this is about warning. So for example, if there is a session is going to expire in 10 or 15 minutes, so that warning before session expiry, so that setting we can make from here. And here, from here, we can able to perform the workspace isolations. For example, suppose assume that we are trying to give access, allowing access for the workspaces or Oracle Apex environment or applications from particular hosts. So in that case, from here, we can manage that. So these are straightforward things. And here, this is one important thing. So suppose assume that you are implementing or integrating any APIs from the system or applications. So in that case, so here we have a setting for the maximum web service requests. So we can able to change this one, but by default it will be 1000 here, but admins can able to increase that to anything. If this is removed, then it will be unlimited calls we can able to perform from the application. So from here we can able to restrict application access by particular domains or particular region. So we can able to perform that from here. Then again, for this environment, we are able to control the authentication. For example, assume that we have Microsoft Azure AD in our company. So in that case, so here currently I have logged in with my personal username and password, right? So suppose we want to provide access for the developer who is working in a company, and we already have an AD account or Outlook account for that user. So we want to implement SSO for this development area also. In that case, we are able to set that. So currently here we have different authentication schemes are available. For example, currently it is using database accounts. So whatever database credentials I have set here for admin passwords, from that I have logged in. But here we still have an options to make it single sign-on or social sign-on or different LDAP. So those kind of settings, authentication settings, we can able to perform. Then we can able to define password policy also for the workspaces. So we can able to set like how many alphabet characters or alphanumeric is required, or how many digits we need while creating users for the workspaces. So we can able to define that from here. This is about the password policy. So feature, sign, security and password policy, it is done. Then instance setting. So in instance setting, so we have workspace creation setting. So from here, so currently manual. So what is manual and request and automatic? So manual, so the internal admin, so they can able to create if there is any requirement to develop new application or any applications. So through the email, the development team will contact to the admin. So then admin manually log into this instance and they will create the workspace. So that is the provisioning a workspace method. Then here the request means, so for example, there will be link for this, right? So any user access this one. So in that case, in the login page, so there will be a button will appear like request for a workspace. If we enable this one, there will be button appear. Then from that button, the user who is requesting for workspace, they need to fill all the details about the workspace. Then the request will come to the admin. Then admin can approve that. Then the workspace will be created automatically. And here for automatic, so this is similar to request, but here it will be automatically approved. So a user will request the workspace and without admin approval, it will automatically approved and it will automatically created the workspace. Then here we have an option to provide admin email, so that automatic notification will be sent to that email address. Then here we have a email provisioning. Suppose if it is enabled, so that we are able to send emails from the applications, automatic notification emails from the applications. Then this one, here we have storage configuration. Assume that we have uploaded some SQL scripts from the workspace, and after 14 days, it will automatically delete the uploaded file. This is just for like saving the memory storage. So here we still have an option to control this one. Then here we have email setting. For example, assume that we have an SMTP or any email ID we have. So from that particular email ID, so we want to send an email notification from the applications, the automated emails. So here we can able to make the configuration. Yeah. So here Oracle Apex instance URL. So this means this instance. So this is the instance URL. You can click on default URL so that it will automatically set that URL. And for this also, we need to accept the default URL. Then here we need to provide the SMTP credentials. So currently I don't have any SMTP credentials. So in next session, I will be generating one SMTP credentials from this cloud account. So while when we start the application development and when we reach that email notification part, right? So that time I will explain how we can create an SMTP credentials from this cloud account and how we can able to set it here and how we can send the email notifications. So that time I will explain. Then here we can set SMTP port, SMTP username, password, and the default email address from the application, which email address we need to send automatic email notifications. So those are the things. And also we have maximum emails per workspace per day. So based on this setting, it will set the notifications. If it is reach 100 emails per 1000 emails per day. So after that, it is not able to send the email notifications. So we still have an options to increase it and we can remove this so that there will be no restrictions. And again, here we have report printing setting. For example, report printing means like we want to print any PDF or any Word file or something from the applications. For example, invoice printing. So in that case, we are able to set the our print server. We are able to set that from here. And again, how we can set these. So we will be when we are I'm explaining that particular part. So I will once again I will come to the screen and I will explain those things. Yeah. Then here this is not important. Then workflow setting. So in workflow settings, so we have workflow options also in Oracle Apex. We can create the workflows and we can perform approval things from based on the workflow setting. So here task retention period in days. Yeah. So here we have some option called for the workflow. We have option like so approved tasks automatically they will be purged. So that we can control from here. So by default they will be there for a 7 days. So after that they will automatically purged. Then this is for workflow retention period. So maximum 30 days it will be there. And again, we have control here. So more details, it will be covered when I explaining the workflow topic. Then here, this is help URL. For example, whenever we click on this question mark icon, right? So it is giving some documentation URL and some explanations, right? So this will be navigated from whatever URL we put here. So here we have new workspace request size. So from here we can able to control. This is a workspace change request size. This is useful when there is an already existing workspace is there and the developer want to increase that thing. Then in that case, they can able to make these changes. Then from here, we are able to control the background jobs or schedulers. here we can define the background job class and minimum execution in minute and maximum processing time. So those are the things we can define from here. Yeah. So this login message, so whatever message we will provide here, so this will be displayed in workspace login screen. So that is about login message. I will provide one message. Yes, Sashita.
Hi, Vijay. Actually, I have a doubt. Like, what is the difference between this background jobs and scheduler jobs?
No, it is same thing. Basically, they have named it as background jobs. So
Okay.
here from Oracle database side also we have scheduler jobs, right? So this is name. So in the applications we have from actually that scheduler we can generate or we can create using DBMS underscore scheduler package, right? So same thing, we can able to create the automation task from application. So inside the application there is a background or automation field is there. So from that we can able to create the automations without logging to the database or something. So here the name they have make it as background jobs, but it is same as schedulers.
But actually, we have a requirement in our present company. Actually, they are asking to send a report, Apex report to a network shared folder, like a Windows network shared folder. So a report will be created in Apex, but it has to be sent to the Windows network folder automatically after generation. And it should be like scheduled or something, because it should be run at a particular frequency, or I don't know, like, but how is that like done through this background jobs?
Yes, we can able to achieve this task by background jobs also. And for this purpose, what we need is, so we need an connectivity, FTP connectivity through that drive. So where we want to store that thing. Then using that FTP connectivity, we can create the scheduler. So scheduler, so as here you need to generate a report. So we can have something like stored procedure or something. From that stored procedure, we need to create first, we need to generate the report. Once the report is generated, that report we need to push to that folder where we want to store that. For example, some remote folder or something. So for that folder, so we need to get public IP or something or connectivity details. After that, we can make a REST call to that thing and we can upload the file. Then this procedure we can able to call from the schedulers. So based on our requirement, for example, suppose you want to create the report daily once and we want to push to that folder. So it is based on the requirement. So like that we can able to achieve.
Can you show an example, like complete means in the later classes, like is there this covered, this kind of requirement covered, like with an example?
Yeah.
Because like end to end, I want to see the solution, how it is done.
Yes, definitely. I'm going to show how we can able to upload file to FTP, or also we have an object storage thing here in Oracle Cloud.
It's not necessarily Oracle Cloud, but we are still in release 12, but we didn't completely move to Oracle Cloud, only partially we moved.
Yeah, I'm just giving an example. So we can able to push data to any folder or any Google Drive or anything which is available through the public IP. So we can able to push data, generated reports or everything from this application. I will demonstrate that thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
But usually the Office network folders are not public IPs, right? The company network folders.
Yeah.
shared folders.
If they are not public, then we still have an option. So suppose assume that your Oracle Apex also installed in the same network. So it is
Mhm.
available in that network. In that case, so you are able to connect to that folder directly, because as both that folder and Apex is installed in the same network, right? So
Correct.
we can able to integrate between them. But suppose
Okay.
if you want to access application and if you want to push data through the application outside that network, then there should be public IP. It is required. But from the same
Oh,
network, we are able to achieve that task.
okay. So you are you going to show an example within the same network also, like how to do that in future, like in the future classes?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Vijay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Rest things we will be covering in next session. So I will be stopping here. Any queries?
Jay, I have a question.
Yeah.
Is there any specific configuration that has to be done that the application to enable multilingual option apart from the database?
Your voice is very low. I can't hear it properly.
Assume I want my app to work in multilingual. I'm developing a multilingual app,
Oh, yeah.
a multi-language. Okay, so in the database level, I have enabled those languages. Okay, in the app level and the application builder level, I have to, as admin, I have to configure like this application prompts will show Spanish, Japanese, like that. I
Yeah.
have to figure anything here.
Yes. So actually, from administration level, it is not required. So directly from the developer workspace, so we are able to enable applications for any language. So first we need to, we will be developing an application in primary language, assume that in English. Then just in a few clicks, so the application express or Apex, it will allow to generate any language application. So we have that option so that we can generate the multi-language applications, and we can provide language switching options from the application.
Okay, so it's a matter of uploading the prompts in the other language and the messages in the other language. That's it.
Yes. So it is like how I will explain in quickly how it will work. So you will develop the application in English
I
language.
will, I will, I will add on a question. Like now you showed the login message, right?
Yeah.
If, for example, I want the login message to be shown in Japanese or Spanish,
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, basically for that, so when you add that language, right? So first you will add in English, right? So then after that, there is a when you are trying to set the multi-language for applications. So first you need to generate some file so that it will export each English or any language, primary language applications data into an XML. Then
Okay.
there you will be having two XML fields. So primary language and targeted language. So
Yes.
for each language, you need to change the another language things. So we need to convert that file and we need to re-upload that file so that when user select that particular language, so automatically it will display that language.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks.
Yeah. Okay, guys, thank you. If there is no question, then we can stop the session here. Yeah, thank you. Thanks for everyone for
Thank you.
joining.
Thank you.
Thank you.